banua kukumea mai rā, hara mai rā, nau mai rā, piki mai rā.
Please be seated. Inga mana, inga reo, inga ho e wha. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Vice-Chancellor, excuse me, Pro-Chancellor, Council members, special guests, staff, graduands, family and friends of graduands. As Chancellor of the University of Auckland, I extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of Council members and staff of the University. In particular, I welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Mary Quinn. This is a meeting of the Council of the University of Auckland in convocation for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. Today we will be conferring and awarding 3,185 qualifications on some 3,126 graduands in person and in absentia. I will be assisted by Mr. Peter Kiley, the Pro-Chancellor. This is a happy and memorable occasion for you, the graduands, as well as your family and friends who have supported you during your studies. We congratulate you all. Equally, your achievement brings pleasure and satisfaction to the academic and professional staff of the University who have played their part in your success. Capping is a time for celebration. The graduation procession today brought academic flavour and colour to the streets of Auckland, and in this ceremony you will experience the pomp and tradition befitting your well-deserved day of celebration. And of course, you are unique in graduating from the University of Auckland in the same month as His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, Secretary-General of the United Nations, on whom we bestowed an honorary Doctor of Laws degree at the beginning of September. Over a period of 130 years, the University of Auckland has become a comprehensive, research-led university with a strong international reputation. Today, there are more than 40,000 students and 5,000 staff. Moreover, we are New Zealand's largest research organisation, with 1/3 of the country's externally rated world-class researchers. Within New Zealand, only our university is ranked in the top 1% of the world's universities. We also have a strong commitment to Māori and Pacific education. Of all the Māori degree graduates in New Zealand each year, 25% come from just one institution, the University of Auckland. For Pacific students, the figure is over 40%. The quality and international reputation of a university are fundamentally driven by the achievements of its people, and our people have once again excelled this year. For example, in May, our staff were successful in winning funding for 4 national centres of research excellence to be hosted or co-hosted by the University of Auckland. We are also partners in the other 2 centres that have been approved for funding, which means we will be contributing to all 6 of the national centres of research excellence. In July, Senior Lecturer in Law, Kylie Quince, was named as one of the 2014 winners of the National Tertiary Teaching Excellence Awards. Her award for sustained excellence in tertiary teaching means that for 12 of the last 13 years, at least one university of Auckland academic has received a national award of this kind. This is an outstanding tribute to both our accomplished staff and to the quality of teaching at this university. These achievements reflect the many achievements not only of our academic staff, but also of the students who work with them and the many professional staff who support them. A key part of our challenge for the future, and one that is clearly reflected in our strategic plan, is to continue to invest in a community of highly accomplished staff and students. An important element of that investment is ensuring that our teaching and facilities are of the highest quality. At our Newmarket campus, work is well underway on construction of the engineering research laboratories. These buildings represent an investment of over $80 million to support our engineering research and postgraduate teaching for the benefit of all New Zealand. We've already occupied the first of the new facilities, and construction will be complete in February next year. Work has also begun on the new science tower on the corner of Wellesley and Simon Street. This major construction project represents an investment of more than $200 million. It will allow us to upgrade science teaching and research and integrate the School of Psychology and the School of Environment into the main science precinct. This will in turn free up the Human Sciences building for refurbishment as the Centre of the Arts faculty. Constant innovation is the cornerstone of a university such as ours. Innovative teaching and research is vital for long-term, sustainable economic growth of our country and social cohesion of our nation. This has never been more so than in the testing times we face in the wake of the global recession, the Christchurch earthquakes, and the yet-to-be-defined effects of global warming. Universities equip graduates like you not simply for the jobs of today, but for future careers not yet imagined in an ever-changing world. So as you graduate today, please reflect on the ongoing learning opportunities and consider the wide range of postgraduate options available to you at this university. Reflect on the changes in technology you have experienced in your lifetime, and remember that much of the technology you will use in your working career is yet to be developed or commercialised. I ask you to do this because we can never rest on our laurels, especially in a challenging and ever-changing world. Whatever path you follow as you go out into the world, I urge you as the alumni of New Zealand's leading university to never forget your alma mater, your university. We rely on our graduates for support, moral, political and financial. Funding constraints are a perennial problem for New Zealand universities who are being asked to do more and more with less and less each year. In fact, in these hard times, we should be spending more on universities, not less. But don't worry, we will be in touch with you regarding support, and when we do, please lend us your support. But that is enough of the substantial issues facing us all as members of a 21st century university with high aspirations. Because today is your day, with the focus firmly on your achievement. At this ceremony, we honour your success, along with the support of your family, whānau, and others who have sustained you through your studies. I congratulate you and trust that you will long cherish the memories of your graduation today. It's my pleasure to welcome distinguished global scientist, entrepreneur and author Dr. Mary Quinn as our guest speaker today. Mary's career spans over 30 years with Fortune 500 corporations and start-up businesses in the United States. She returned to New Zealand in 2013 as the inaugural Chief Executive of Callaghan Innovation, a Crown agency driving the commercialisation of technology-based innovation. Mary is the first New Zealand woman to graduate with an MBA from Harvard Business School. Most recently, she was president of a 3,000-employee outsourced services company owned by the Inupiat people in Alaska. When Mary joined a delegation to the United Nations Fourth World Conference on Women in Beijing, it triggered her interest in international women's rights. Her work has since included support for Afghan women resisting the repressive Taliban regime and launching the 100 Heroines Project to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the first Women's Rights Convention in the USA. After surviving a terrorist kidnapping incident in Yemen in 1998, in which 4 fellow travellers were killed, Mary researched and published a best-selling book, Kidnapped in Yemen, about the event and its impact on her life. This year she testified in a New York court against one of the instigators of the kidnapping. You may remember this high-profile court case. Mary, who has a BSc from Canterbury and PhD from Northwestern Chicago, sees huge potential for New Zealand's many technology-savvy entrepreneurs to grow global businesses. Welcome, Mary, and we look forward to hearing more from you about your fascinating life and career.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, members of the University, graduands, families and friends. Tēnā koutou katoa, I runga I te kaupapa, ko te whakapuataitanga, o koutou ngā paitahi, ka whiwhi tohu ma tōranga I tēnei wā. It is a great pleasure and honour today to celebrate with you the graduation of all of you students in the University of Auckland's Faculty of Creative Arts and Industries and Faculty of Science. Graduation is a time certainly to celebrate the hard work and achievements of the past few years, of the time you have spent acquiring new knowledge, building valuable experience, and forging friendships that will stand you in good stead throughout lives. And you've been supported in these efforts by your family and friends, by the faculty and staff of the university, and no doubt some of you have been working in parallel with your studies, and your colleagues at work have also encouraged and supported your academic achievements. So to all of you here today who have contributed to these graduates completing their degrees, thank you. They could not have succeeded without you. So graduation is a time to celebrate the past, but it's also such an important time for looking ahead. And it's a time for thinking about what you will do with this outstanding education you have received here at the University of Auckland. And I'd like to pose to you one question to think about as you embark on your careers and the next stage of life. And that is, will the world, our planet, the human race as a whole, be better off because you are here? And to me, the purpose of life is really that simple. Because every day, every one of us has a chance to be part of the solution or part of the problem. And every choice we make about how we spend our time and how we treat each other puts us in the camp of those who make the world a better place, or the camp of those who do not. And as the Chancellor mentioned, I've had some direct experience with those who do not make the world a better place. As graduates in the fields of both arts and sciences, you are incredibly well positioned to be part of the solution to all kinds of challenges. Each of you now possess some of the latest and best knowledge, skills, and abilities of anyone on our planet in your respective fields of study. And you have the opportunity ahead of you to create things that the world has never seen before. Some of you, during your studies and career to date, have already made such creative achievement. But so much more remains possible in your lives, and so much more remains to be done. Looking back to the first few years of my career, I worked in industrial research on advanced materials. And I'd had the opportunity through my PhD studies at Northwestern University in Illinois to use techniques like X-ray diffraction and transmission and scanning electron microscopy, how to prepare test samples and run fatigue tests on alloys. And taking my first job following that graduate study as a scientist at a company called Raychem in California, I was able to use those skills to create new nickel titanium alloys with the right mechanical properties for all kinds of applications, everything from medical to military. So I'd like to think that there may be tens of thousands of people in the world whose teeth are now straight and whose confident smiles bring happiness to others because those alloys, and ones developed later using my work, created more effective braces for teeth. And I'd like to think that perhaps a major oil spill was averted because I figured out how to reproduce in a lab an unusual cracking phenomenon that was happening in alloy couplings used on oil rigs in the North Sea. And once we, in the lab, understood the conditions of stress and saline concentration that caused the failure, we were able to design around it. So whatever our field of study, and whatever career we pursue, there are so many ways to make the world a better place. Artists, architects, performers, scientists, you are all extraordinarily well equipped to make a positive difference. And even those of us who are scientists or managers with no particular artistic talent or training can contribute to the arts. My science and business experience led me to a job in Rochester, New York, which in turn created the opportunity to serve for several years on the board of Garth Fagan Dance Company, which is based in that city. So having learned ballet as a child in Palmerston North and having a lifelong love of dance, though no great talent for it, I was able to apply my governance and management knowledge to help support the talent of one of the USA's most brilliant and creative choreographers. In my current role at Callaghan Innovation, I am constantly visiting the founders and leaders of New Zealand's technology-based companies. And I always ask them, what's holding you back from growing your company bigger, faster? Almost invariably they say, I can't find enough highly skilled employees. New Zealand businesses need your expertise. New Zealand cities and communities need your talent and creativity. Some of you will start your own companies. Some of you already probably have. And I want to do a plug for business that it can be such an effective mechanism for creating real good in the world. Because a scientific discovery or a patent does no one any good unless it becomes a product or service that people can use. And it's usually entrepreneurs and businesses that create those products and get them in the hands of people who need them. Technology also makes new forms of art and architecture possible through the creation of new materials, new construction methods, new communications media, new ways of combining and sharing images and sounds. For example, the amazingly intricate devices now possible by applying 3D printing to titanium are just extraordinary, both for their technological purpose, but also for their exquisite creative beauty. Now, in the course of your careers, you will make mistakes of action or omission. And the one I hate to think about the most is when I was running the company in Alaska, one of the things we did was provide security guards on the North Slope, the northern part of Alaska where oil is produced. And during that time, one of our employees accidentally killed a polar bear. And this was quite a crisis. There was no way of reversing what had happened, so all we could do is look at the processes, the training, the circumstances that led up to that tragic event and make sure that it never happened again. When you choose to take on more responsibility by exploring or creating in new directions, you are also taking more risk. And there's a heightened chance of failure, and those failures will have greater consequences. But ask yourself this: if not you, who? Who will do it? If you do not take up the challenge, then who will do that important work in the world? So take the challenge. You won't be perfect, you won't get it right every time, but with your University of Auckland education, you have an exceptional chance to be truly amazing, to make a real difference in the world. I'd like to also add and endorse the comments from the Chancellor about keeping on learning. Graduation is no longer a sharp boundary between life as a student and a life of work. The knowledge you have now will become insufficient or obsolete. When I think back to my computer science class at the University of Canterbury, it involved writing code in Fortran 4, racing over to the university's single computer to convert code into a shoebox full of cards with little holes punched in them that computers of the time could read. Thankfully, an obsolete skill. On the other hand, I eventually regretted not learning to type in high school. Typing along with shorthand was seen as a subject for female students mostly, who were not planning to go on to university. So I sure got that wrong when the first desktop computer arrived with keyboards, and I had no skill at using that keyboard, quite slow even today. So it's impossible to predict what skills the jobs of the future will require, but we can anticipate that we keep weaving together throughout our lives ongoing education alongside work, learning new things, moving into different career paths, as well as teaching others what we have learned. My third and final message to you is to have goals, to have very specific goals and pursue them, but always stay open to the unexpected. There's a certain amount in life you can plan for, but sometimes stuff just happens, and different paths open up that you could never have imagined. And sometimes it's a gut feel, like one Saturday morning I woke up and thought, I wonder if I could get into Harvard Business School. I went to the local bookstore, read a guide to the top 10 business schools, only read the first 2 chapters, Harvard and Stanford, and decided I wanted case method to learn, and within 30 days had submitted my application. Of course, it turned out that very month was the month the University of Canterbury had sent my academic record off to be microfilmed, and it was a bit of a drama to get hold of those records and get them in by the deadline to the business school. But once I had my MBA and a bit more business knowledge than I did before, I realized that given the increase in the price of houses in California, probably skipping the MBA would have produced a bigger financial gain by holding on to the house. But there you go. Sometimes life-changing experiences are more dramatic, and that happened to me when I went on vacation to Yemen in December 1998 and was taken hostage by terrorists along with 15 members of my tour group. And actually, being kidnapped was okay. It wasn't for that long, actually about 24 hours. It was being used as a human shield in a 2-hour shootout between the Yemen army and the terrorists that got pretty ugly. Bullets whizzing by so close I could feel the air move against my face. But I was one of the lucky ones who survived when 4 of my fellow travellers were killed in the crossfire and 2 more badly wounded. And so there are experiences you never imagine will happen to you, and it does change how you think about life. Except for the sheer luck of who was standing where on that day, I made it home and 4 fellow travellers did not. So every day since then has seemed like a bonus, because it could so easily have been me and not Ruth or Margaret or Peter or Andrew who died. So that perspective on the total randomness and fragility of life made it perfectly reasonable to me that when the opportunity arose a year or so later, I would leave behind a great job and career with Xerox and move to Alaska. First to write a book and then run a company in a totally different industry from anything in my prior experience, running hotels and university cafeterias and providing security guards in oil fields. And these were not career paths described typically in a career counselling department, but the world is full of unanticipated opportunities if you are willing to say yes when those opportunities arise. So in summary, let me leave you with these three messages. Make the world a better place because you are here. Keep on learning and stay open to unexpected opportunities. When faced with a decision in life, go for the path less travelled.
Thank you, Mary, for a most inspiring and challenging address. Please all join with me in thanking Mary once again for her address. This is the meeting of Council and Convocation of the University, at which the Pro-Chancellor, Peter Kiley, and I will be conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. I invite the Pro-Chancellor to award the diplomas and confer the degrees in the first half of this ceremony.
By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Peter Kiley, Pro-Chancellor, award the degrees and award the diplomas and confirm the degrees stated upon those who, within the faculty, have satisfied the requirements of this university.
I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Creative Arts and Industries, Professor Brand, to present graduands in that faculty.
Chancellor, as Dean, I have the honour of presenting to you the students qualified for the award of a diploma or conferment of a degree in the Faculty of Creative Arts and Industries. To the degree of Bachelor of Architectural Studies, Simon Nicholas Arms. Hamish Christopher Bulmer. To the degree of Bachelor of Dance Studies, Emma Kate Mackenzie Young. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Annika Trudy Belzat. Lauren Page Bracken. Joshua Ethan Camp. Ye Un Han. Madeleine Betty Haskell. Yi Ting Xia. James Patrick Katini Moana. Scott Daniel Kendall. Callum James Lee. Kihi Lee. Benjamin William Locke. Tamata Vikori Natapuna. To the degree of Bachelor of Planning, Harang Go. Konwu Park. To the degree of Bachelor of Visual Arts, Rosalie Faith Nawairo Amstead. Donna Elizabeth Burt. Lindsay Singcho Nauno. Greg Jordan Makafotu Tongiaua. To a degree of Bachelor of Music, conjoint, Hannah Lisa Tolson, and a Bachelor of Arts. John Carlo Valdez, and a Bachelor of Commerce. Postgraduate Diploma in Music with Merit, Dan Ramon Sperber. To the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts Honours with Second Class Honours First Division, Charlotte Imogen Benoit. Courtney Louise Parkinson. Hian Kong Song. Gabriel Mark Green Wilmshurst. To the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts Honours with Second Class Honours Second Division, Courtney Nicole Shannon. To the degree of Bachelor of Music Honours with Second Class Honours First Division, Xiao Lu in Classical Performance. To the degree of Bachelor of Music Honours with Second Class Honours Second Division, Robert Merlin MacDonald Pico in Jazz Performance. To the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts Honours, conjoint with First Class Honours, Emil Kaj Schiffman Dryberg. To the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts Honours, conjoint with Second Class Honours First Division, Brittany Louise Myberg, and a Bachelor of Arts. To the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts Honours, conjoint with Second Class Honours Second Division, Melody Laura Joseph, and a Bachelor of Arts. To the degree of Master of Architecture with First Class Honours, Yusnida Binti Yusuf. To the degree of Master of Architecture with Second Class Honours First Division, Shivani Khanna in Sustainable Design. To the degree of Master of Architecture Professional with First Class Honours, Elizabeth Lucy Anderson. Marianne Gonzalez Calvello. Elizabeth K. Campbell. Klaus Michael Carson. Un Chong Chang. Rebecca Mary Davidson. Melissa Harrison. Lucy Nicole Hayes Stevenson. Andy Roy Lockyer. Yinwa Yvonne Mack. Felix Hengwei New. Amber Anahira Rux. Bobby Shen. Nathan Andrew Swaney. Lloyd Mark Thomas. Sean Wendra Wijanto. Samuel Gerard Alexander Wood. Man Chun Stephen Wu. Yu Meng Xia. John Ho Song Yu, and a Bachelor of Architectural Studies. Kirsten Maria Zink. To the degree of Master of Architecture Professional with Second Class Honours, First Division, Gary Kam Hei Chan. Samantha Claire Florence Collins. Michael John Cox. Julian Javier Quadros. Timothy Mark De Beer. Thomas Denhart. Anthea Han Wen Du. Shung Chung Kelvin Fung. Richard Peter Jones. Marina Vladimirovna Karatina. Natalie Ann Keane. George McNichol Cool. Alexandria Monique Lowry, and a Bachelor of Architectural Studies. Da Un Lee. Nan Lee. Teresa Rose Munro. Yusef Patel. Gabrielle Marie Fluke. Svanchi Reba. Sarah Geraldine Reid. Zoe Rose Thompson. Ran Shu. Yu Chi Shui. Pik Ki Yi. Gloria Z. K. Yuen. Abdul Khayyam Zainul. Shinya Zhou. To the degree of Master of Architecture Professional with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Jason David Barnes. Francis Pin Suan Chun. Benjamin Robert Collings. Mona Fazia Ibrahim. Jin Kyung Lee. Janina Helen Massey. Sang Ju Ryu. John William Toomey. Hoi Q Evelyn Y. Grace Amelia Wilkinson. To the degree of Master of Architecture Professional Anne Sujia Chun, Liang Chun Chun, Jason Tridat Lai and a Bachelor of Architectural Studies, Eric Jinjia Tia, Ying Song Zhang, to the degree of Master of Creative and Performing Arts with second class honours, First Division, Kate Elizabeth Bartlett in Dance Studies and a postgraduate diploma in Creative and Performing Arts with merit in Dance Studies. Rebecca Cherie Solomon in Dance Studies. To the degree of Master of Fine Arts with First Class Honours, Mark Henry Berry. To the degree of Master of Fine Arts with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Po Chun Philip Teese. To the degree of Master of Music with First Class Honours, Jennifer Laura Maybe in Performance. To the degree of Master of Music with Second Class Honours, First Division, Priscilla Teresa Scanlon in Performance. To the degree of Master of Planning, Shinue Wong. To the degree of Master of Urban Design, Devyani Chopra. And in absentia, those other persons named in the official record qualified for the conferment of a degree or the award of a diploma from the Faculty of Creative Arts and Industries.
I call upon the Associate Dean Academic of the Faculty of Science, Mrs. Goldstone, to present graduands in that faculty.
Pro-Chancellor, as Associate Dean, I have the honour of presenting to you students qualified for the award of a diploma or conferment of a degree in the Faculty of Science. The Graduate Diploma in Science, Qing Jing. Wei Zhang. To the degree of Bachelor of Science, Pradyushana Ajith Kumar, Sadia Anwar Ali, Wayas Ali, Julia May Aspling, Tariq Akil Azor, Akash Kumar Bali, Kenneth Andrew Gosan Balila, Matthew Reuben Burrow, Nikita Sharma Bartlett, Jonathan Paul Batchelor, Sheldon Blando Dagatan Benito, Angelina Benetis Bernal, Elliot Charles Victor Bish, Pazani Kavisha Badia Badu, Daniel John Brandsma, Joshua Philip Bratt, Vidya Burin Trathikal, Connor George Burt, Shi Min Bayan, Erin Michaela Kens, Jessica Jean Castle, Sanchit Chawla, Xianli Chen, Xiao Xiong Chen, Sunjin Cho, Hai-Sin Cho, Wen-Long Cho, Martin Joseph Clyde, Trevor Ross Combo, Lucy Pamela Crone, Celia Jane Crossan, Sarah Rochelle Dandy, Patrick Craig Davenport, Fionn Elizabeth Mary Davis, Aaron John Durrett, Jonathan Raul de Villiers, Richard Anthony Delaney, Kristen Breyer Besa Disson, Nicholas John Edkins, Cherry Katerina Natasha Elias, Kena Ilian Ivik, Shi Kyung Yu, Sanal Fatima, Xingzhen Feng, Sarah Helen Finnegan Walsh, Nicola Alana Fraser, Delane Fritz, Joshua Ricky Galvin Cairns, Alexander James Garvey, Sogan Gambari, Caitlin Elizabeth Sarah Giles, Celine Giovanni, Kayan Gunda, Kenneth Roy Agina Gonda, Tian Ching Gong, Shweta Edward Hal Danka, Jordan Rose Hallis, Natasha Marie Hallows, Samuel Thomas Hogg, John Wong, Marian Ann Hubbard, Claire Hungerford Morgan, Liam David Hanue, Faisal Hussain, Caitlin Ann Hutching, Kayla Ellis Emery, Young Han Zhang, Samantha Louise Johnson, Lucian Marcus Jones, Maya Aino Susanna Kayapio, Sonat Savinas Camilla, Amelia Rose Kens-Keat, Robert James Kerridge, Nazir Shaman Khan, Anil Kaiser, Jae Kyu Kim, Jennifer Kim, Jeong Min Kim, Kyungjin Kim, Min Sun Kim, Vivian Emily Codina, Chi Chung Kwan, Wilson Tak Poi Lei, Joel Harvey Lady, Wai Heng Lam, Karen Alexander Latto, Hugh Kakan Lee, Dennis Jinyan Lee, Stephen John Letheridge, Carson James Lewis, Hui Tung Lee, Yun Fin Lee, Yongxi Liang, Domabel Mangalaya Labris, Joel Heng Yong Lim, Shannon Kai Ting Lim, Mandy Manshi Lin, Yu Ping Lin, Kai Pin Lim, Yu Ping Lin, Liam Lindridge, Joanna Yingnay Liu, Andy Chung Yip Lo, James Alec Love, Jackson Robert Lawota, Yi Lu, Wing Chu Luk, Kaitong Rebecca Ma, Nikki Simon Malpas, Leishan Man, Charmaine Angelique Kaiapi Manala, Aravinda Marinkovic, Siti Salwa Masuki, Cameron James McCarthy, Jennifer McLean, Sunita Tala McPhee, Nur Atik Binti Madraman, Pranav Melu, Tijo Mavesa, Anise Einamaya, Benjamin Thomas Michel, Siatur Momai Nanai, Farah Nabila Binti Mord Hanafaya, Kendall Joel Moody, Pushani Lakshana Morapaya, Scott William Mullally, Ashlyn Anishma Nadu, Juan Nam, Kelly Olivia Netzler, Dominic Grace Newby, Monica Amir Old, Jong Kwan Oh, Sebastian Paul Olsen, Timothy Wei Xiong, Jayesh Arjuni Pancha, Isaac Bowen Partridge, Tiuru Margaret Tira Passfield, Bhavisha Patel, James Alexander Peterson, Craig Scott Phillip, Narisa Promoran, Joshua Pickery Jordan, Brighton Rush Pilling, Krishnik Praliva, Leanne Powell, Kunal Punjabi, Horan Ku, Michael Kwok, Manisha Yogitaram, Nandi Shamanthram, Surjay Ranjit, Tamara Beth Samantsarashka, Gabriella Avanti Ratnaraja. Logan Alex Rains. Cameron Paul Reynolds. Matthew George Ross. Mark Renz Galinero Ruiz. Jessica Mary Ryder. Michelle Catherine Sangster. Laura Kelly Scarf. Oliver Riley Lovell John Sherwin. Rwand Foak Shablik. Mayu Xiaozhaki. Chun Hearn Xia. Rosemary Emma Sim. Stuart Benjamin Simmons. Nirvana Singh. Isaac John Smith. Dane Kenneth Towley Sollett. Ran Maladuagay, Janido Naidan Samatalaka. Thank you. Tracy Ellison Stevens. Fraser Lyle McKellen Stovey. Rachel Esther Stewart. Ben Hao Su. Ricky Alistair Sutton. Elizabeth Swanepoel. Cockhold T. Vinnie Patrick Templeton. Teo Yich Yang. Ashley Jade Maria Tay. Lawrence Allen Thompson. Richard Peter Thwaite. Chelsea Laura Towers. Michael Sam Rex Treadwell. Ruth Isabel Catherine Van Dam. Roshana Freddie Varieva. Ronique Anil Vasarani. Avantika AJ Verma. Priyankan Irwin Victor. Ashley Helene Vidulovic. Morgan Elizabeth Vincent. Helgard Johan Wagner. Chetan Kumar Daraja Wagela. Pramath Bhagya Vaidaratni. Sarah Elizabeth Walker. Andrew Wei Ching Wong. Yiwei Wong. Grace Marie Watson. Warren Lloyd Webber.
Thank you, Pro-Chancellor, for conferring the degrees and awarding the diplomas in the first half of the ceremony. One of the great pleasures of graduation is the opportunity to hear performances by students from our acclaimed School of Music. Lucy Zeng on piano will now perform Revolutionary Etude Opus 10, number 12 by Frédéric Chopin. Thank you, Lucy, for that stunning performance. By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Ian Parton, Chancellor, award the diplomas and confer the degrees stated upon those who, within the Faculty of Science, have satisfied the requirements of this university. I call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor Hosking, to present further graduands in that faculty.
To the degree of Bachelor of Science, Sebastian Alexander Neve White. Hamish Kahu Wilson. Shasha Singh. Zongshen Yang. Wungye Priscilla Yap. Lily Yeo. Ka Yong Yi. Alexander Thomas Young. Tal Zamili. Sir Zhang. Mu Zhang. Yushuan Zhang. Zhang Di Zheng. Peng Zheng. Peng Zheng. Chuanju. Marco Zutik. To the degree of Bachelor of Technology with Second Class Honours, First Division, Yijing Wei. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Conjoint, Elizabeth Elaine Chun Ning Ao and a Bachelor of Arts. Ayman Bugasra and a Bachelor of Arts. Jia Shun and a Bachelor of Commerce. Stephanie S. Shung and a Bachelor of Arts. William Shun Han Chu and a Bachelor of Arts. William Christopher Clouston and a Bachelor of Commerce. Rebecca Maria Korn and a Bachelor of Arts. Vanessa Faye Crockett and a Bachelor of Arts. Anik Shehani Jayasinghe and a Bachelor of Arts. Esmond Kaihum Leung and a Bachelor of Commerce. Bowen Liu and a Bachelor of Commerce. Robert Gordon Mackay and a Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer Karen Pabu and a Bachelor of Nursing. Nemunya Paznanovic and a Bachelor of Arts. Alexandra Francesca Queenan and a Bachelor of Arts. Erica Allison Retief and a Bachelor of Commerce. David Abraham Rode and a Bachelor of Arts. Marita Sokar South and a Bachelor of Nursing. Alexander James Richard Stone and a Bachelor of Arts. Junyan Daniel Tan and a Bachelor of Commerce. Tao An Xiao and a Bachelor of Arts. Yang Wen and a Bachelor of Commerce. Kylie Sear and a Bachelor of Arts. Postgraduate Diploma in Forensic Science, Nikita Emmanuel Pradhan. Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Distinction, Corey Leung in Chemistry and a Bachelor of Science. Ilya Alexeyevich Litvinenko in Computer Science. Anthony Edmund Milton in Food Science. Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Merit, Hui Fang in Computer Science. Lopa Kashai Kumar Padhaya in Pharmacology. Katim Rodriguez in Environmental Science. Shiwen Zhang in Food Science. Postgraduate Diploma in Science, Sherry Ann Cave in Environmental Management. Fang Sui in Food Science. Lillian Fernandez de Oliveira in Environmental Science. Dejana Jashari in Biomedical Science. Jove Karuna Karoon Amarali in Food Science. Shani Murray in Biological Sciences. Irving Hine Alex Owen in Marine Science. Marjini Vishal Patel in Biological Sciences. Tutsnim Mutaza Surya in Biological Sciences. Ganesh Nagorov Shafuli in Food Science. Shishu in Computer Science. Subhana Ruby Siravaraja in Medical Statistics. Utithi Ravendra Suvai in Pharmacology. Reshma Syed Malik in Food Science. Catherine Marianne Wilkinson in Environmental Management. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours with First Class Honours, Shishao Tsao in Statistics. University Graduate Scholar Yi Du in Biomedical Science and a Bachelor of Science. Shenanning Lee in Statistics and a Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Science conjoint. Hilary June McNaughton in Biological Sciences and a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Science conjoint. Nor Liana Newman in Biological Sciences. Simeon Pattonwise in Statistics and a Bachelor of Science. Anna Frances Probert in Biological Sciences. University Graduate Scholar Jonathan Russell Rankin in Geography. Lili Yuang in medicinal chemistry. Lingjun Zhang in biomedical science and a graduate diploma in science. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours with second class honours, First Division, K. James Aitken in psychology and a Bachelor of Science. Alexandra Maria Medway in medicinal chemistry. Emily Carol Russell in medicinal chemistry. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours with second class honours, second division, Mayhall Kartik Renega in computer science. Bonnie Yu in applied mathematics. To the degree of Master of Bioscience Enterprise with first class honours, Lachlan James Hughes. To the degree of Master of Bioscience Enterprise with second class honours, First Division, Yun Tian Lu. To the degree of Master of Professional Studies with first class honours, Hua Fan in Food Safety. Philip Allen Taunt in Food Safety. To the degree of Master of Science with first class honours, Kaushalaya Vishada Kumara Ambipitya in biomedical science. Logan Yarborough Andrews in geography. Christine Joanna Arasaratnam in biomedical science. Phoebe Ross Armitage in marine science and a postgraduate diploma in science with distinction in marine science. Emma Jane Bodley in biological sciences. University graduate scholar Rachel Sarah Bowden in biomedical science. Chung Kyu Jonas Chan in psychology. Michael Cheng in physics. Michael Tung Sing Chang in optometry. Kyle Daniel De Rosario in biomedical science. Wei Shi Ding in biological sciences. Rachel Claire Dodd in biomedical science and a postgraduate diploma in science with distinction in biomedical science. Benjamin Bowen Dryden in psychology. Emma Frances Feenstra in biological sciences and a Bachelor of Science Honours with second class honours, First Division in biological sciences. Jessica Margaret Fleming in chemistry. Sarah Joy Fife in geology and a postgraduate diploma in science with distinction in geology. Vanessa Garcia Oyas in health psychology. Rory Christopher Gardner in chemistry. Rosamond Bernadette Narvaez Guillermo in biomedical science. Ayrton Revens Clyde Hamilton in geology. Isaac Rene Harvey in biological sciences. Raghib Hussain Ali Muhsin Hassan in applied mathematics. Juliet Claire Horn in health psychology. Sashini Kaushalaya Jairatni in biomedical science. Kang Ning in food science. Guyan Lang in optometry. Yinan Lee in health psychology. Penelope Lindsay in geology. Rebecca Elizabeth Lindsay in biological sciences and a postgraduate diploma in science with distinction in biological sciences. Siobhan Kathleen O'Rourke Lomas in psychology. University graduate scholar Joel Thomas Bowie Meyer in health psychology. Sharon Shivani Manoharan in psychology. Sarah Anne-Marie McCambridge in health psychology. Brent Charles McGilvray in biomedical science. Hamish Donald McIntosh in health psychology. Georgia Francis Miskell in environmental science. Cohen Robert Noakes in geology. Anna Teresa O'Sullivan in health psychology. Sungwon Park in biomedical science. Siyun Park in chemistry. Anna Ishani Mahawatagi Pereira in health psychology. Tanya Nairi Eva Ruby Poppy in biomedical science. Hannah Marie Reid in biomedical science. Nardine Reynolds in forensic science. Rachel Lee Robson in biomedical science and a postgraduate diploma in science with merit in biomedical science. Nicole Joyce Somerville in sport and exercise science. Malika Hannah Stevens in health psychology. Stephen Alexander Stuckey in biological sciences. Muhadesh Valakani in biomedical science. Cecilia Andrea Vidal Cruz in environmental science. Laura Ward in biological sciences. Whitney Chelsea Whitford in biological sciences. Carissa Francis Wilkes in health psychology. Frances Rose Williams in biological sciences. Andrew John Wilson in computer science. Quinlin Wu in physics. Guangyuan Xu in chemistry. Lin Zhang in computer science. Lishi Zhu in statistics. To the degree of Master of Science with second class honours, First Division, Catalina Amaja Pereja in biological sciences. Simon Andrew Ashforth in chemistry. Brennan Roshanth Durana Yagam in biological biomedical science. Kerry Tan Garlick in pharmacology. James Thomas Gray in statistics. Muhammad Reza Haj Ismail in food science. Emma Elizabeth Howden in forensic science. Colleen Page Hilbert in geology. Sarah Michelle James in biological sciences. Umesh Kumar in computer science. Twyla Jade MacDonald in biological sciences. Nuria Asghar Poonawalla in bioinformatics. Ojirayo Omolola Boluwaran Ratimi in biomedical science and a postgraduate diploma in science with distinction in biomedical science. Thomas James Sheehan in forensic science. Linda Susan Swift in biosecurity and conservation. Jessica Allison Taylor in biological sciences and a postgraduate diploma in science with merit in biological sciences. Bridget Mary Walters in biological sciences and a postgraduate diploma in science with distinction in biological sciences. Laya Zarif Sultani in computer science. Christina Zhang in geography. To the degree of Master of Science with second class honours, second division, Bai Huan Xin in geophysics. Ethan David Anisi Barraclough in geography. Lara Ann Bryan in biological sciences and a postgraduate diploma in science with merit in biological sciences. Paul J. Burton in psychology. Emmeline Frances Corrigal in forensic science. Rebecca Ann Cunliffe in geography. Wan Yi Hu in statistics. Shannon Lee Johnston in sport and exercise science. Graham Kelly Keys in clinical exercise physiology. Esther Mary Quinn in sport and exercise science. Priya Ratna in forensic science. Purani Sivaraman in biomedical science. Natalie Joy Walmsley in health psychology. Amber Sophie Campbell-Williams in forensic science. To the degree of Master of Science, Alexandra Kiriche in forensic science. Jeffrey Van Kung Yik in geography. And in absentia, those other persons named in the official record qualified for the conferment of a degree or the award of a diploma from the Faculty of Science.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present the doctoral graduands.
Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting to you the doctoral graduands. To the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Amanda Gillian Jennifer Kane. Amanda explored practices used by the New Zealand Police when interviewing suspects of crime. Her findings will be used by the police for future direction towards their practice as well as their training. Amanda. Cassia Francis Hunt. Cassia's project involved an evaluation of a family therapy service for traumatic brain injury survivors and their families. Her research described the issues that families presented with, how such issues were addressed in therapy, and the outcomes. It highlighted the benefits of a family-focused approach with those affected by traumatic brain injury. Caroline Dorothy Judson. Caroline interviewed a group of refugee children and their families soon after their arrival in New Zealand and at 2 time periods during the first year of resettlement. Interviews revealed this to be a vulnerable population, and recommendations were made for the improvement in policy and practice that could better meet the needs of refugee children and their families. Jamie Michelle Campen. Jamie interviewed mental health service users to examine their beliefs about their psychotic experiences. Thematic analysis of these interviews was then conducted to develop an instrument for clinicians to use when assessing service users' causal beliefs. This instrument has potential to assist in both the treatment and recovery of people with psychotic disorders. Stacey Pagey Lim. Stacey investigated the risk factors and characteristics of violent female youth offenders. The aim of the research was to inform treatment services of the unique needs of the youth, depending on their motivation to offend, the target of their violence, and their ethnicity. Margaret Max Mayava. Max interviewed Pacifica Program facilitators and participants of the Incredible Years parenting program in order to examine its overall usefulness and acceptability with Pacific Island parents. Findings suggested that the advice about parenting was relevant to Pacifica parents. However, the way the program is presented needs to better integrate cultural values in order to maximise participant engagement and learning. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Timothy Wilson Adams in Architecture. Tim researched philosophers who have written about architecture. He discovered 25 books on architecture written by philosophers and translated into English 7 articles on architecture written by French, Spanish, German, and Italian philosophers. Mariam Alavi Shushtari in Mathematics and Chemistry, University Doctoral Scholar. Mariam developed mathematical procedures directed at assessing the reliability of data from sensors in a large environment monitoring network, so as to efficiently direct recalibration resources and minimise the cost of calibration and maintenance of the sensors. Managing these costs is critically important for successful implementation of large, widely distributed networks. Darcy James Atkinson in chemistry. Darcy investigated the chemical synthesis of the bioactive Grisia rhodin family of natural products with a view to the development of new selective anti-cancer agents. Christy Biswas in biological sciences. Christy investigated the microbial communities of 2 wastewater treatment plants in New Zealand that use the moving bed biofilm technology with a view to better understanding biological treatment processes occurring at these sites. Karen Marie Brewer in Speech Science, University Doctoral Scholar. In this kaupapa Māori research project, Karen examined aphasia, a language disorder caused by stroke, from the perspectives of Māori with aphasia, their whānau members, and speech-language therapists. The finding of this research will enhance speech-language therapy services for Māori. Colm John Carraher in biological sciences. Colm investigated the structural nature of the insect olfactory receptor complex. The aim of this work was to unravel the number and ratio of proteins involved in endowing insects with their extremely sensitive sense of smell. Ai-Fen Chai in biological sciences. This study focused on proteins from the bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis, the causative agent of TB. A group of enzymes that are essential for the uptake of iron by the bacterium were characterised, and the structure of one of these provided valuable information for the design of potential new TB drugs. Ray DeLille in music. Focal dystonia is a neurological condition which can affect musicians, has been largely thought to be incurable, and very often ends a career. Ray was able to prove that recovery is possible through retraining at the instrument without other simultaneous medical intervention. Ray. Nora Dittrich in chemistry, University Doctoral Scholar. Nora investigated efficient methods for the synthesis of anti-cancer molecules belonging to the lamellarin family. Using these methods, she successfully prepared lamellarin analogues which were evaluated for their anti-cancer activity. Carl Fraser in chemistry. Carl developed mass spectrometry-based methods to measure hundreds of metabolites in a single tea extract. He then used these methods to explore for country of origin biomarkers and monitor biochemical changes occurring during the manufacture of tea. Ramon Gallego Simon in biological sciences. Ramon studied the early life stages of marine invertebrates from the Ross Sea, Antarctica. His work has shown a great species diversity and proposed a new method to estimate shifts in species distribution due to climate change. Stephanie Hittmeyer in mathematics. Stephanie identified geometric mechanisms for creating a new type of chaotic dynamics called wild chaos. This type of dynamics can appear only in higher dimensional dynamical systems, and Stephanie's work provides new insight into how and why it occurs. Liang Huang in sport and exercise science. Liang investigated the cause and effect relationship between body mass, muscle strength, and gait strategies in children. In addition, he applied subject-specific musculoskeletal modelling and simulation to quantify joint reaction force and individual muscle function in obese children. Fatima Iftikhar in biological sciences. Fatima investigated the potential impacts that warming oceans can have on the hearts of marine ectotherms from varying habitats. She concluded that cardiac mitochondria can cause heart failure in these species as ocean temperatures rise. Peter Jarupunpol in computer science. Peter developed the Dharmic framework, a novel theoretical framework grounded in the central tenet of Buddhism, to represent that a condition of attachment is the root cause of system project failures and recommend an appropriate path for avoiding the root cause. Jae-Yun Lee in architecture. Alexandra investigated different ways by which critical design decisions are made in urban disasters in order to understand current best practices that could be adapted for future resilience of cities. Jae-Yun. Vima Lodaya in psychology. Vima's research demonstrated that individuals with autistic spectrum disorder have a low-level deficit associated with processing timing information when they need to extract individual sounds, such as voice, in an environment with many sounds. These results provide insight into the causes of receptive language difficulties in autism and expand our knowledge of the processes that underlie auditory scene analysis. Vima. Elizabeth Joyce Mackenzie in forensic science. Elizabeth measured levels of methamphetamine and identified other chemicals present in residual surface contamination from clandestine methamphetamine manufacture in 20 New Zealand houses that had been used as P-labs. She also invented a device for collection of airborne methamphetamine that enables measurement of methamphetamine concentrations in the air. Ludmila Miranda Dukowski in psychology. Ludmila investigated the details of how decision-making is controlled jointly by the perception of time and its relation to the availability of favourable consequences for alternate behaviours. This fundamental research unifies two previously separate areas of psychological research, timing and decision-making, and helps our understanding of how animals and humans learn to find their way through time and space. Habib Nadiri in computer science. Habib evaluated the efficiency of SHIM6 and MPT-CP using simulations and internet experiments. From that work, he proposed extensions to multi-homing protocols that could help to improve internet availability. Pingyu Nan in mathematics. Pingyu investigated the properties of mathematical models in which variables evolve on 3 distinct timescales and identified some complex patterns of oscillation that occur only in systems with 3 or more timescales. Briar Joanne Naismith in chemistry, university doctoral scholar. Briar investigated the chemical synthesis of a family of natural products with the goal of developing pharmaceuticals for the treatment of cancer and expanding the field of organic synthesis. Yungping Nyo in Food Science, University Doctoral Scholar. Yunping utilised electrospinning technology as a one-step encapsulation technique to obtain functionalised nanofibrous materials. The antioxidants encapsulated in the electrospun nanofibre proteinaceous matrices displayed good functional properties and the possibility of using them as desirable active packaging materials in the food industry. Congratulations. Bradley J. Patton in Psychology, University Doctoral Scholar. Bradley examined the perception of remembered time and the perception of present time. His examinations of remembered time uncovered and corrected a sample size bias in measurements of perceptual signal, while his examinations of present time demonstrated how to quantify the link between time and space processing, which has resolved conflicts in the existing literature. Marianne Ruth Pirrie in Geography and Statistics. Marianne investigated the influence of tree size on the climate signal registered within kauri tree rings. This work resulted in the development of novel statistical tools to deal with this type of data and in an improved multi-millennial reconstruction of climate. Lou Wren in Food Science. Lou Wren investigated the anti-cancer and synergistic abilities of mushroom polysaccharides against melanoma cancer cells, along with antibacterial and antioxidant abilities. This research is dedicated to finding potential sources of anti-cancer, antibacterial and antioxidant drug candidates based on polysaccharides extracted from New Zealand native mushrooms. Mardi Rezai in Computer Science. Mardi proposed fundamental computer vision solutions for driver vigilance monitoring and road perception for the development of a next generation of intelligent vehicles. Mardi analysed the correlation of the driver's attention to potential road hazards, and his novel ideas of classification and multi-clue data fusion can help to prevent or mitigate imminent crashes. Araceli Samaniego Herrera in Biological Sciences. Araceli's applied research on invasive rodents on Mexican tropical islands is already improving eradication programs in the tropics, which is essential for the conservation of island biodiversity and ecosystem services. Katrin Schoenemann in Chemistry. Katrin synthesised and tested various therapeutic drug candidates in a quest to find an effective treatment for human rhinoviral infections. The human rhinovirus is the major cause of the common cold, for which there is still no cure. Mohammed Shaban in Computer Science. The rise of cloud computing has driven the need to automatically validate semantic web services. Shaban has proposed a novel and effective way to automate the validation of semantic web services from a user's perspective. Congratulations. Miriam Allison Stocks in Psychology. Miriam investigated factors affecting the performance of people making decisions about subtle differences in foods and beverages. Her results provide the food industry with crucial information regarding consumer behaviour, which is vital for product development. Luke Martin Sutherland Stacey in Physics, University Doctoral Scholar. Luke investigated the errors associated with forecasting heavy rainfall amounts in and around New Zealand. He used weather radar observations to improve initial data in the numerical weather prediction models and demonstrated significant improvements in short-term quantitative rainfall forecasts. Yuri Vyatkin in Mathematics, University Doctoral Scholar. Yuri developed methods of proliferating hypersurface-related expressions which do not change their values under angle-preserving transformations of the ambient space. This mathematical construction will have applications in solving both fundamental and practical problems. Elizabeth Mary Powley Williams in Sport and Exercise Science and Forensic Science. Cast-off bloodstain patterns are created when a weapon is swung towards and away from a blood source, effectively flinging blood to surrounding surfaces. Elizabeth performed a 3-part study, developing a model framework to reconstruct 3D assailant movement patterns and positions at the scene of violent weapon assaults based on cast-off patterns. Huiling Wu in Computer Science. Huiling developed a novel version of P systems suitable for distributed algorithms and validated it by modelling a set of fundamental and challenging problems. Huiling, congratulations. Clemens Ziedler in Computer Science. Clemens developed new methods for specifying and editing graphical user interfaces. This makes it easier for designers, as well as for normal users, to create and modify user interfaces that are visually appealing and resizable. To the degree of Doctor of Science, Ian Alistair Hood. Ian has made a special contribution in the fields of forest pathology and the ecology of wood decay in native forests and exotic tree plantations. He has achieved this through significant research into diseases of trees and the biology of the principal fungal decomposers of woody debris in these ecosystems. Ian, congratulations. And in absentia, all those other persons named in the official record qualified for the conferment of a degree or the award of a diploma in the Faculty of Creative Arts and Industries and the Faculty of Science.
We are nearing the end of this graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University, I invite all today's graduates to stand and receive the congratulations of us all. Please stand. While you are standing, it would be a good time for the graduates to show their appreciation of their families and supporters and the staff of the university who have helped them as they achieved their qualifications. Thank you. Could you please remain standing for a moment? This concludes this meeting of Council and Convocation of the University for the conferment of degrees and the award of diplomas. I now invite you all to sing the first verse of God Defend New Zealand in Māori, then in English. The words are printed on the reverse of the programme.